ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wadeen Gymnasium for the second end of today's matchup between UMPI, and today it's University of Vermont at Johnson, as I'll fix that graphic here in a second. Had the wrong one. But nevertheless, two teams sitting at the bottom of their standings right now and trying to work their way up, and this is a perfect opportunity for both sides. We'll take a look at University of Vermont Johnson first. They're 0-16 on the year, coming off a 9-point loss at Leslie, at home versus Leslie, and currently sitting at 0-6 in conference. And the Badgers last year, 2-21, really in a rebuilding moment. Coach Greg Ekman in his 13th season at the helm, also the athletic director at Vermont State Johnson University, and his Badgers looking to pick up their first victory of the year here on the road at UMPI. It's a long drive from Vermont, about 8.5 hours, and they want to make it worthwhile. They are led in scoring by Ryan Fortin, who averages 13.7 points per game and 7.3 rebounds. She leads in that category as well. Ryan Fortin was a transfer. She played for Linden last year, so she transferred schools are about an hour apart, I believe, and she transferred in and has now become their top scorer, top rebounder, and she's definitely the X factor for these Johnson Badgers. They got to get her going and cut her loose. She's 6th in the conference in rebounds, 7th in scoring, 4th in steals, and she also has 8 blocks on the year. And so Ryan Fortin is definitely the player that UMPI is going to have to watch out for. For UMPI, they are 3-11 overall. They just came off a 8-point loss to Linden yesterday, a game that they were in the whole way until Linden made a run early in the 4th, and that ended up being the difference for them, as the Owls are led by Alexis Ireland, averaging 18 points per game, 14.1 rebounds per game as well. And Ireland, just one of the best players in the history of UMPI women's basketball. There's no doubt about it, no other way to put it, as the UMPI Owls trying to get back in the win column here. Dropped 3 in a row, lost to Cobleskill, Regis, and then Linden yesterday. This is a good opportunity for them to get another conference victory. They're 2-4 in conference this season, and this is a great opportunity for them to do that today. So final seconds here of warm-ups ticking away. We're going to send it to Alessandro Marroquin in a couple of moments, who has our starting lineups and the national anthem as well. Thing to keep an eye on today. Lexi Ireland 5 rebounds away from 1,000 career boards for UMPI. Her family's in attendance. Lighter crowd right now. 12 p.m. start here on Martin Luther King Day. Expect more people to file in, more students as the day progresses, but should be a good day of basketball. The men to follow for a 2 p.m. tip.
Please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Now for the starting lineups. First, for the Badgers, a 5'2" guard from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 1, Cameron Devereaux. A 5'7" forward from Cambridge, Vermont, number 11, Forrest Skillman. A 5'3" guard from Jordan, New York, number 21, Haley Root. A 5'10" forward from Windham, Connecticut, number 40, Christy Zader. A 5'10" forward from Newport, Vermont, number 50, Ryan Fortin. The Badgers are coached by Greg Ekman. And now for your University of Maine at Presque Isle Alps. A 5'4" guard from Miami, Florida, number 1, Joanna Olivia. A 5'4" guard from Guanabay, Puerto Rico, number 5, Anare Ayala. A 5'1" guard from Fort Fairfield, Maine, number 10, Cameron Ala. A 5'10" forward from Howland, Maine, number 15, Alexis Ireland. A 5'11" forward from Clinton, Maine, number 33, Lindsay Hamilton. The Owls are coached by Mark Knight, assisted by Lauren Magnon.
So that'll do it for starting lineups. Alessandro Marroquin, the voice of the Owls, given those. As we're just about ready for some basketball. Here at UMPI, small crowd to start the game. Again, we expect more as the game progresses. It'll be Lindsay Hamilton to jump for UMPI and Chrissy Zator to jump for Johnston. And it's picked up first by the Badgers and then stolen away right away by Anira Ayala. And UMPI will have the first possession after that. Hamilton inside to Ireland. It's stolen away by Johnston. Cameron Devereaux has it first. Now Ryan Fortin up top. Goes left side and kicks it out. Haley Roots back up top to Zator for 3, and she got it. Christy Zator opens the scoring here today, and it's 3-0 Johnson. Yeah, the Badgers looking for their first win of the season. I'll be looking for their 4th, and an offensive foul call against Giovanna Oliva. Another look at that. One led up to it. Defender established position. Oliva initiated the contact, and that is the player control call in a nutshell. Zator for Johnson. Inside to Ryan Fortin, backing down Lindsay Hamilton, goes baseline, has to dish it away. She does to Forrest Skillman, and they'll work it around. Zator, who hit the 3 up top, now will drive this time. Back to Fortin. Fortin, a little hook shot in the lane, nice shot. Gets it to go, and it's 5-0 Johnson through the first minute and 20 seconds of this one. Oliva picks up her dribble. Ala, they'll work it around, touch it to Ireland's. Anara Ayala. Hamilton all the way over. Ayala open for 3, a deep one, no good. There's Ireland for her first rebound of the day. Dish underneath, Oliva, no. Five 5-0 Johnson. Happy to have you today. Ricky Goupel bringing you the play-by-play. Wesley Dyer doing our camera upstairs. Doing a great job as Johnson will have it again here in the early 5-point lead. Going baseline is Devereaux. She's in a tough spot, has to dish it away. Fortin, now tough angle, up and in, and Ryan Fortin 2 for 2 from the field to start for Johnson. A nice reverse layup there. And it's 7-0. Ireland underneath Hamilton, and it's stolen. She was trying to find Ala, and here comes Haley Root. They'll slow it down, get it to Fortin at midcourt. Karen Marshall will be set to check in a minute. Up ahead, no good. And then rebound number 2 for Ireland on the day. Ayala stops into a 3-ball, no good. Cameron Alla pulls it down for UMPI. Underneath, Flexus Ireland gets in the scoring column, and UMPI is on the board here. Almost 3 minutes into this one, it's 7-2. Again, the men to follow. That'll be an interesting matchup. The Johnson men, very big. And UMPI, a more guard-oriented team. So a clash of styles, you could say, going into that men's game. So that'll be an interesting one. That one's to follow 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one, or at 2 p.m., whichever comes first. 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Alla. And Cameron Alla up ahead. The nice up fake there, hesitation move. Got her defender in the air. That's to dish it away though. Ayala to Ireland at the elbow. Here's Alla for 3. It's short. Devereaux. Now Fortin, the right wing. Takes it into the corner. Baseline here for Skillman. Has to kick out. Devereaux, corner 3, front iron. She tried to track down her own board, follows her shot. It's loose, and it'll just go back over to UMPI. A dead ball rebound. And some new players in. Karen Marshall for UMPI, as well as for Linden, it's Chris Sandlin. Oliva up top, a 3, no good. Rebound here for Johnson. Sandlin takes it up. He whistled for a double dribble. She knew it. Back over to UMPI here. A lot more people arriving late here, so we got a decent crowd on tap for a 12 p.m. start, all things considered. Here at Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Ireland kicks out to Ayala. Underneath Ireland, little baby J, no good. Up and rebounded by Johnson. So Johnson starting this game off strong. They try to run the floor. It's blocked by Oliva in transition. Nice chase down block by her. And UMPI does have the possession as well. Let's take a look at that. Trying to push it here where the Badgers. Up ahead, Oliva came in, and it was last touched by Johnson. So UMPI will have it. Chance to cut into this 5-point deficit. Marshall, now Alla, had an open look, decides to give it to Ayala up top, no good. And a short possession there for UMPI, a lot of short ones to start off this game. Fortin in the paint, backing down Ireland, nice take, and Ryan Fortin lays it up and in. A timeout called by Coach Knight. It's 9-2, Johnson in front. Back here at UMPI here, and 7-point advantage for Johnson, who started the game 7-0. Now lead 9-2. Oliva to Alla. Back to her. Alla, a 3. Got it. Cameron Alla. Needed to see one fall. She had a frustrating day from bonus range yesterday, and she stayed after, long after both games were done, and put up shots. A drive here for Christy Zator answers on this end. It's 11-5. Oliva in trouble. Back to Alla. Aggressive defense so far for Johnson in this one. Alla's going to drive through it, though. Kicks it back to Marshall. Can't handle it, and it's a turnover. Up ahead, Fortin leaks free. Can't get it to go on the fast break. Oliva, now Alla, Marshall in the corner, puts it on the floor, and it's stolen by Johnson. stay with the Badgers. A couple of subs coming back in for Johnson. Isabel Atkinson and bear with me on this one, Sasha Kamitsky. We're going to go with that. Should have asked for the Kamutiski. There you go. I got it now. The timeout on the floor here with 3:47 in the first. It's 11-5 Johnson. So out of the timeout, Johnson with the basketball. Working around to Sandlin. Zator drives, tough take, puts up the shot and in. Johnson shooting really well so far, haven't missed much at all. And that's part of the big reason why they're up by 8 points right now. Yeah, they're 50% from the fields. I guess I was expecting a little higher, but making the important ones right now to lead by 8. A runner by Oliva, no good. Can't get it to fall. UMPI having a frustrating start. On this end, Kumateski stepped on the end line or traveled. I was looking down at my chart. Nevertheless, UMPI has the ball. Alla. And working around, back to Alla, who has a 3 already, wants another. It was halfway down the well, and it rattles out. Frustrating start for UMPI. Seems like there's a lid on the rim right now. Little runner, whistle for steps. Sasha Kumateski whistled for the travel. Take a look at that one here. So UMPI will try to take advantage of that. A couple of unforced errors the last 2 possessions for Johnson. UMPI just needing a bucket here, trailing by 8 with 2:24 left now in this quarter. And we'll get a whistle, Johnson's first foul.
Two. Whenever you want, Cam. Cam?
Ayala lobbing it in. Back out to Oliva. Oliva, crossover, back to Ireland, up fake. Nice take through. Can't get it to go, though. Wanted some contact there, and they'll let him play on. So just 2 fouls so far, 1 for either side, as this first quarter has flown by. 2 minutes to go. And working around. Faith Benjamin is in for Johnson. She stops, baseline jumper, no good. Tipped out, Benjamin got it back. Here's a shot on the way from Zator, and she got it. And it's a 10-point lead for Johnson, for the winless Johnson Badgers. Ireland up top, goes right side, dribbles, stops, and lays it up and in. And now a timeout called by Johnson again. It's a full timeout, as UMPI does get another bucket. Well, they're few and far between in the early going. It's a full timeout called by the Badgers. Badgers will have it, leading by 8. Stop, a jumper by Sandlin, around and down. And the shots continue to fall here for the Badgers. And UMPI can do nothing but tip their cap so far with how they've played in this first quarter. Ayala, kick ball.
Two. Hey, look, Cam.
Marshall, now Ireland's back to Ayala. They get it back to the inbounder. Couldn't get the look off. Johnson was ready. Ireland kicks it out.
Opposite. Good.
All the way over Marshall. She's open. Had a 3 yesterday, wants one today, and she does. So Karen Marshall had a corner 3 from the opposite corner yesterday and has one today, and it's a big bucket. They were both timely, both yesterday and today. And it's 17-10 with 40 seconds left. Long 3 by Kumateski. UMPI will have it here under 30 seconds. Ivy, Ayala to Alla inside. It's Ireland, finds Marshall. She drives, whistled for steps. Take a look at that last 3 by Karen Marshall. They forgot about her in the corner. She makes him pay. But then on this last possession, he's whistled for a travel. 15 seconds, shot clock is off. Four seconds. Ryan Fortin will drive, puts up the little scoop layup, and that'll do it for quarter number 1. 17-10, a strong quarter for the Johnson Badgers. They'll be in front by 7 going into the second. So 7-point lead for Johnson after 1.
On 1, doesn't matter. Cam, you got 1. Hey, we're in blue, though. We're in blue.
UMPI will have it first. Work it around. Good shot, but it just doesn't fall. Apologize, forgot to get back to the main camera on that one. That's on me. 30 seconds gone in the second quarter. Johnson spreading their offense out. Use the short corner a little bit here. Driving baseline is Skillman, and Ireland is there to secure it. Ivy inside Ireland. They'll touch it out. Marshall, baseline jumper, too strong. And a scrap for the rebound. This will result in a jump ball, and the air will favor Johnson. A little confusion there on the inbounds. Our official Tracy Martin says, give me that back. I'll take it again. Get Lindsay Hamilton into the game here for Karen Marshall. And they throw it away right to the table. Nice catch by Ethan Whitty, running our book. Umpy will have it right near the table. Cameron Alla. Now Oliva to Ireland, out to Amelia Ivy. Puts up a shot, no good. Ryan Fortin gets the easy rebound for Johnson. Inside, Fortin up against Hamilton, gets her own miss, and then draws a foul. Hamilton was not quite straight up. Take a look at that last foul, sending Ryan Fortin to the line here. Got her own miss, and then Hamilton reaches in like that. Yep, absolutely. Fortin, a 63% free throw shooter on the season. Got the first. Misses the second. Get a lane violation on Hamilton, and they'll do it again. Hamilton comes in there and steals it away from Lexi Ireland. Would have been a milestone, but we'll wait another few seconds probably as Hamilton converts on this end. Makes it 18-12. It's loose. Cameron Alla on the floor. Nice scrappy play for the basketball, and Umpy will take it away. Alla to Ivy, mishandles it. It's loose on the floor and picked up by Johnson. Zator takes it away and now gives to Cameron Devereaux. Kickball in Ireland. Haley Root will exit for Johnson. They'll have it end line. Lob it up top. Devereaux tracks it down. Fortin goes baseline, blocked by Hamilton. A nice job by her. Umpy's statistically 9th in the conference in blocks. They don't do it often, but Lindsay Hamilton sure can, and she does there. Ireland kicks it out. Ayala, a triple, no good. Rebounded by Ivy, and a stick back up and in. Nice job by Amelia Ivy. And a timeout called by Johnson. With 7:12 left here in the second. It's a 4-point game. Johnson still has the advantage. So Johnson works it up out of the timeout here. They've earned 3 in this first half alone, and we're still got 7 minutes left in the half. Coach Ekman saw some adjustments he wanted to make, and now he'll only have 2 in his pocket for the rest of the game. Working around. Here's a three by Kumateski. No good. Offensive rebound, though, by Zator. In the corner, Kumateski for three. Got it. Big bucket there for Johnson. Out of the timeout by Coach Ekman. Puts them back up by 7. So UMPI's been playing from behind the whole way. They got back within 4, prompting the timeout. Nice movement underneath to Hamilton, and she draws the foul. And she'll go to the charity stripe.
Make sure you're talking to her on that corner shot. Hey, when I say shooter, I'm talking 33.
Take a look.
Okay?
That one led up to that foul. Ayala lobs it into Ireland. Good ball movement underneath, and then Fortin picks up the foul. Lindsay Hamilton at the line. 6 of 8 on the year. Had limited attempts because she started the year late, coming back from a wrist injury, but it's really good to have her back. She makes a huge difference for UMPI. Little jumper here by Zator, no good. Going up for the rebound, it's pulled down by Ireland, and there it is. That is 1,000, folks. Up ahead, Ayala will have the ball into Ireland. Ivy working around. Ireland rolls off the defender. No shot, she'll be fouled. So Lexi Ireland recording her 1,000th career rebound. Had muted the audio there because it was a timeout. Force a habit, so you didn't hear it on the live stream, the announcement. But that is, in fact, her 1,000th. UMPI will get it out of the timeout. Oliva misses the 3. But the first player in UMPI women's basketball history to do it. And she has a chance to even add to her legacy later on this season. Just moved to 2nd all-time in leading scorers. Has a chance to become #1 if she keeps up the pace she has the rest of this season. 3 here, Kumateski, no good. A follow-up rebound, that was Zator. Nobody picked her up. And she puts it up and in. Yes. I got it. Yeah. We're just going to go. It'll come back. Just leave me up. So Johnson ball, Coach Ekman burns another one. He's down to just one left, and we're at 5:10 in the second quarter. They get it into Fortin. Fortin all the way over. Here's a three for Kumateski. And Johnson adds to their lead, up by 11 now, the biggest it has been. So Lexi Ireland's 1,000th rebound. That's a nice part of this first half, but UMPI really need to get back into it. That's a good start, though. Good ball movement to find Hamilton. We've seen him do it a couple of times so far today. It's stolen away. Ireland to Ayala in the paint, puts it up and off the glass and in. So a good start for UMPI after that timeout. Except for the three they gave up, they get 4 quick ones, and it's back to 7. Fortin, Kumateski. Now shot blocked by Hamilton. She's got a couple. And then a scrap for it. Fortin ends up with it, though. And Johnson will keep it after that. Inside, Fortin up. No good. Here's Ivy for UMPI. Oliva, little runner, up off the rim, no good. Ireland, the putback, and she's fouled. Take a look at that last possession here when they got Hamilton free underneath. So Alexis Ireland at the line. Ivy will exit. Cameronella back on. Ireland got the first. Offensive rebound by Cameronella. Oliva back to Cameron. Inside. Ireland puts on the floor and kicks out. Oliva sets her feet for 3. Back iron. Rebounded by Kumateski. Goes up ahead to Mead, in transition. Can't get it to go, and UMPI's going to try to push the pace. So off of the races here the last couple possessions, although now Ayala will slow it down. Lost the dribble and loses it. It'll be a jump ball. Arrow will favor UMPI. Couple of players in, Skillman and Benjamin are back. I'm ready. 3 on the way. Alla got it. Big shot there for UMPI. Here's Skillman in transition. Can't do it. UMPI going on a run here. Back within 3 on a big shot from Cameron Alla. Has 2 threes in this first half. Oliva pushing. Now Ayala for the tie off the mark. Rebound by Ireland. There's 1,001 in her career. And now an offensive foul against Lexi Ireland. Take a look at that.
That's just 1, right?
Fortin was there just barely outside the restricted area to take that charge. Fortin working around. Here's a 3 on the way for Zator, and she got it, rattles it home for Johnson, and they answer. And what a shift it was, because Ayala had a 3 on the way that would have tied the game, and it didn't fall. And then Zator rattles one in, and it's back to a 6-point game. 6-point swing there. Ireland working around Zator, nice take, and she got it. Lexi Ireland got the angle, makes her pay. Skillman, give and go back to her. Fortin, and they'll throw it away. They save it from being a backcourt. Cameron Alla's here, gets it away to Ayala, and in the transition on the fast break, Ayala lays it in, and what a hustle play by Cameron Alla. And that is what she does. Diving right in front of our table. Fortin on the other end, they got to pick her up. Hamilton couldn't catch up, and a nice lay-in by Ryan Fortin. They got to get it in here. Now foul on Fortin. Lexi Engel is in for the first time, as Lindsay Hamilton will get a breather. 1:29 to go in the half. Alla, nice cut to the hoop by Ayala. Couldn't handle the pass, but it was last touched by a Badger. We'll stay with UMPI.
Go ball side block, Joe. Whenever you want, Cam. Look Cam, look Cam, look Cam.
Ayala into Alla. Inside Ireland. Puts on the floor, now kicks it out. Oliva has to try the wide open three, set her feet, no good. Ireland goes up for the board. Back to Cameron Alla. Oliva. They flash Ireland up to the elbow. Put her on the floor, kick it out. Ayala, little drive and kick for UMPI. Dribble drive, no good. Ireland's there for the rebound again. It's loose, stolen away by Johnson. Under a minute now, 50 seconds. Left in quarter number 2. Fortin up against Ireland. No good, it's pulled down by Zator. Bounce pass, Fortin, baseline, little reverse, and she got it. And Ryan Fortin has done that a few times today, and it's back to a 6-point game. Alla, they'll work it around. Anaira Ayala, tipped in the air, and a foul.
Knock him down, shoot him.
Lexi Ireland at the line. Tries to cut into this deficit. Trailing by 6. Got the first. And around and down on the second. Ivy and Hamilton are back in for Ireland and Oliva. Johnson will get it in. Sandlin at midcourt, tipped in the air, doesn't know where it is. They get it back though. Out in the corner, Skillman back to Sandlin. It's loose, got to get a shot off. Sandlin does as time expires, but that will do it for half number 1. Johnson in front by 4. To recap some of that first half, Ricky Gooble with you. Wesley Dyer doing the camera upstairs. Go through the scoring. First for UMPI, it is Cameron Alla with 8. She leads the way. Lexi Ireland has 7. Lindsay Hamilton with 5. And Ira Ayala with 4. Karen Marshall with 3. And Amelia Ivy with 2. So spread out there. UMPI with 6 different scorers. And then Johnson is led by Christy Zator, who has 17 points. Ryan Fortin with 11. And then that leaves just Chris Sandlin with 2. And Sasha Kumateski with 3. So 17 and 11 from Zator and Fortin. Excellent first halves from them. And UMPI will have to find an answer. Trailing by 4, they've cut back into the lead. They led by as many, Johnson led by as many as 11 at 26-15. The highlight of that first half, Lexi Ireland picking up her 1,000th career rebounds. The first player in UMPI women's basketball to do so. So we congratulate her on that. Chance to add to her legacy as the year goes on, but definitely a big milestone she achieved, but the the Badgers, that is, stole the show kind of in that first half. With now going into the locker room with the lead. We got 2 minutes left in warm-ups, and we'll be back here in just a bit.
Expect to be challenged.
Expect personalized education.
Expect innovation.
Expect to find yourself.
UMPI has helped me in so many ways, helped me find my passion.
We have small classes and you really get to know your professors.
Teachers are always offering, after school support or scheduling Zoom meetings.
Your teachers and instructors will go the extra mile for you as long as you're willing to put in the work.
All my professors helped me to step out of my comfort zone and push myself to my limits.
Expect a supportive community.
Expect family.
Expect compassion.
Expect to feel at home.
UMPI has definitely made me more prepared for my career. I was able to get the real world experiences my first semester.
Attending UMPI has definitely opened these doors for me. It's helped me, stand out amongst the crowd and working as a reserve officer.
I chose UMPI because of the Medical Laboratory Technology Program. It's one of the few programs in the state that you can go and get hands-on training in an actual.
Back here at UMPI, final seconds in halftime here, ticking away. 33-29 is your score, as the Owls will look to come from behind here in this second half. Happy to have you for today's doubleheader. The men's game to follow after this one. And Johnson will have the basketball first. They were led in that first half by Christy Zator with 17. Also, Ryan Fortin had 11. So here we go. Johnson will have the first touch. Devereaux working around. Now to Fortin in the short corner. It's Skillman. Kicked out, a 3 on the way from Zator. No. Tipped out and controlled by Devereaux. Back to Skillman underneath. Cutting to the hoop there was Haley Root. It's loose. She still has it. Has to get rid of it. She does. Devereaux. Now kicked out. Well, baby jumper by Forrest Skillman. That starts half number 2. Johnson back up by 6. A theme that they have led the entire way. Never given up the lead. UMPI had a chance to tie. Cutting it to 3 at one point, and Ayala just barely missed a 3-pointer that would have tied the game. And then Zator hit one on the other end to put him back up by 6. So they've just barely kept control here. Got to credit them. Alla for 3, no good. So UMPI took their time there. It's loose on the floor and a jump ball. This time it'll stay with UMPI. Ireland's inside Hamilton. Nice ball movement. She gets her own miss, the putback, and a foul. And UMPI really has found some success freeing up Lindsay Hamilton. She had 7 points in that first half, and they get another opportunity here. She'll go to the line. makes the first. Thing to keep in mind, Johnson only has 1 timeout remaining for this entire second half. And he took his 4th timeout, Coach Ekman did, with 5 minutes left in the quarter. It has been working for him, can't blame him, as Johnson has held the lead in the entire way. Ekman, a veteran in his 13th season at the helm. Ayala for 3, and she got it. Big shot there for UMPI. Making a 2-point game just like that after Hamilton splits the pair, and then Ayala buries a 3, a 4-point swing. Here's Root, tries a mid-ranger. No good, pulled down by Ireland. That's her 10th rebound of the day. Ireland at the line. Puts it on the floor, stops, little close jumper, no good, tipped, and controlled by Ryan Fortin. Coming from behind there, Ireland slaps it free, causing the steal, and now it's loose on the floor, and we'll have a tie-up. Cameron Alla and Cameron Devereaux, the Camerons, scrapping for it. 2 savvy players, right around the same height. Crafty guards for both sides, scrapping for the loose ball. Love to see it. Into Ryan Fortin. Now Cameron Devereaux up top. Root, bounce pass inside. Skillman goes right side, can't get the shot to fall, and a rebound there by Lindsay Hamilton. Go the other way. Here's Oliva. Dribbles into the corner. And this is some trouble there with Cameron Devereaux off her foot. Back over to Johnson. Well defended by Devereaux. Zator, now Fortin. Ten. So bear with me as we will have to work with that dead shot clock over to our left. As it'll come back on eventually, hopefully. Oliva inside to Ireland. So apologize, Johnson fans that may be watching. Here's an and 1 by Lexi Ireland. Apologize to Johnson fans that may be watching. If I don't announce when they have the ball, it's because I have to count down for the team that is going to the right side of the screen, and that half happens to be Johnson, but it looks like we're back and good. Ireland hits the free throw, and that puts UMPI in front for the first time today, 36-35. Up ahead, Faith Mead to Forrest Skillman, touches it back out. Sandlin brought the pivot foot up and came back down. It'll be a travel. Alla. Now Ayala. Alla behind the back. Ireland inside. Hamilton puts it up and in. Nice find to get Lindsay Hamilton free, and UMPI is in front by 3 points now. Again, their first lead of the day. They're trying to grow that and play with control here. 6:20 to go in the third. Zator. Now Ryan Fortin. Back up top. A 3 on the way from Root. No good. Sorry, that was Faith Mead trying the 3. UMPI gets the 1 and done. Ayala running the floor. No good. Rebounded by Hamilton. It's loose, tipped around. It'll stay with the Owls. Take a look at that last bucket there for UMPI. This is why Lindsay Hamilton is the X factor for UMPI. You can flash Ireland up and also still have somebody down low to get the basketball to. Up top, Oliva tries a three, no good. Rebounded by Fortin. Here's Atkinson. Now, this is Christy Zator continuing to cause UMPI trouble. That's her fourth three of the day. And Zator is up to 20 in the game. Zator averages around 10, so she's doubled that today. The second leading scorer for Johnson behind Fortin, although she is their leading scorer today. Ayala tries to answer, and she does. And Ira Ayala, don't let her get hot, folks. And she has shown that time and time again this season that once she makes one, she can really knock them down and find that touch. Fortin to Faith Mead inside. Tipped out. Ayala gets a steal, slaps it right to Lindsay Hamilton. Ireland. A three, Ayala, and there it is, same spot. Again, do not let her get one, because she will make you pay. And now UMPI up by 6 on the back-to-back threes by Ira Ayala. And working around Faith Mead. Now to Sandlin up top. And Zator underneath, Fortin. Well defended by Hamilton. Ireland. Alla, they skip it all the way over. She wants another one, same spot again, and she has another one. Anaira Ayala, 3 straight triples from the right wing. And UMPI is up by 9, just like that. Fortin, Mead, wanting to answer here, and she does. Faith Mead, big shot there for Johnson. Oliva, Alla, Ireland, ball fake, goes to the rim, and she's fouled. Lexi Ireland will go to the line for 2. Take a look here at that last three by Anaira Ayala. She's just standing alone in the corner. Nobody picks her up. And a nice find by Cameron Alla to skip it over. It didn't close out quite in time, and she can bury him down from that far out. Ireland shooting 2. Makes the first. More people filing in here this afternoon. The men's game coming up after. She got them both. Big free throws for Lexi Ireland, a great free throw shooter for UMPI, around 78% on the season. It's loose. Johnson's able to keep it, though. Devereaux. Back to Zator. Devereaux. Lobbed inside Fortin. In the paint. Takes it up with her left hand. What a finish by Ryan Fortin. Excellent and one there for Johnson. Trying to stay in it here. They answer the bell. Haven't let UMPI quite run away with it. Take a look at this take by Fortin. Decides to just put it on the floor. Draws the foul. Hamilton picks it up. Ireland pulls it down. That's just the second on Hamilton today. First on UMPI in this quarter, in this half. Ireland inside to Hamilton. What a find. And UMPI continues to move the ball around so well to free up Lindsay Hamilton. She's got 10, so 3 players in double figures for UMPI. Ireland with 12, Hamilton with 10, and Ayala with 16. Oliva kicks it out. Ayala for another 3. That one's too strong. From the wrong wing, I guess, from the left wing that time. Fortin takes care of it for Johnson. Right at midcourt here, and that'll be a backcourt. Had a great angle of that. We'll see that again. She crosses the timeline, throws it right into the back. Fortin didn't establish. So it'll be UMPI basketball right in front of us. They lead by 8. Thank you to the floor camera for that awesome shot on the backcourt. The stationary floor camera, that is. Cameron Alla for 3, right wing. No good. Front iron. Yep, I got it.
Shooter there. You gonna stay up top there?
Stepping out there was Sandlin on the end line. Ayala. Now Alla inside Hamilton. Diving in the hoop. Ireland. It's stolen by Faith Benjamin. She has the ball in some trouble, though. Needs some help. And she does get it up ahead to Sandlin. Running the floor here. Zator stops at the wing. Wants a 3, and she has one. Her 5th of the day. Chrissy Zator. Have a day for Johnson. Keeping them in it right now. Ireland underneath Hamilton. Nice find again. Lindsay Hamilton. Johnson needed to find an answer for her. Ryan Fortin is out right now, but she's coming back in. Bunch of subs, 2 for each team here. Baseline jumper, around and out. Tipped and controlled by Ireland. Alla. Oliva back to Ireland at the line. Ireland stops, puts it up and in. It's Lexi Ireland adding to her total. Faith Benjamin will get a breather here. .3 seconds. UMPI in front by 9. As players will match up here. Johnson ball. They got to cross the timeline. They do to Fortin. Ayala in the front court for UMPI. What a 7-second differential here. Ivy, Alla, now Ireland at the line, the free throw line. Shot no good. Gets it back and puts it up and will draw a foul. That is Kubateski that will be booked for Johnson. Ireland at the line for 2. Got another one. Lexi Ireland continuing to knock down her free throws. She's up to 14 in the game. And a foul against UMPI. That'll go on Ivy. See that. Didn't quite catch the tail end of that. 14.6. Johnson likely going to hold for one. No, they shoot right away. Kumateski for 3. No good. Rebounded by Marshall, and a foul in the backcourt on Kumateski. That's 2 quick ones on her, so I think that's the 3rd on Sasha Kumateski. Karen Marshall for 2 shots with 10 seconds exactly remaining in the 3rd. She splits the pair. UMPI in front by 12. Having a whale of a third quarter here. Sandlin up ahead. Now to Root. They got to get one off. They get it to the one they want, and she got it. Christy Zator. Unbelievable. Just has the touch today. Take a look at that. The game clock winding. Zator from way downtown buries it. So after 3 quarters, UMPI in front by 9, 58-49. We got 10 minutes to go. Back here at Woodine Gymnasium, take a look one more time at that shot at the buzzer here by Chrissy Zator, stealing the show for Johnson today. Has 26 points, 6 for 7 from beyond the arc. And that one, the most impressive of them all at the buzzer. So UMPI has the ball first. To start this fourth quarter, they really had a heck of a quarter to get back in control. Outscoring Johnson 29-16 in that frame after they scored just 29 in the first half. Here's a corner 3 by Ayala. Got it. She's got 4 triples today, so shots are really starting to fall. Scoring has definitely picked up in the second half especially. The jumper by Sandlin, got it. Yesterday it was 58-50, UMPI fell. They scored 24 in the first quarter and then 26 the rest of the way. And they're making up for some lost time here in this second half. Underneath, Ivy's free, and she'll be fouled. Nice job, Amelia Ivy leaking free. Let's take a look at that last triple in the corner by Ayala. They kick flash out to the corner. Nobody could close out on her in time. Fortin to Sandlin. Into the trailer Zator. UMPI is not going to leave her, not going to try to leave her open anyway the rest of today. Kumateski wants a 3, and she banks it almost in, rebounded by Zator. They keep it alive. Here's a 3 on the way. Zator's got another one. 7 on the day. And it's back to a 7-point game. Chrissy Zator, 7 for 8. I'd like to know what the best 3-point percentage is in the conference this season for a single game, because she's got to be right around it. Say a minimum of 10 attempts. She is lights out so far. Marshall, no good. And back to Johnson here, Sandlin. Inside, Fortin, scoop layup. Oliva, out of Ireland. Over to Ivy. Working around, back to a 5-point game here. Johnson continuing to answer the bell for UMPI, who took back control in that third. Oh, what a take by Ireland. Can't get it to go, though. Almost a steal in the backcourt. Fortin keeps the dribble low, though. And she still has it. Kicks it out into the corner. Kumateski, they leave her open. No good. Zator with the board. Kumateski banks it in. The bank is open even on a holiday. Back to a 2-point game right now with 7:25 to go. UMPI led by double digits at one point. And now Johnson says it's their turn to start making shots. Oliva, runner, up and down. A nice take by Giovanna Oliva. Fortin. Now Sandlin, up fake. Kumateski for three, wants another. That time doesn't go. Ivy, now Karen Marshall, back to Ireland, ball fake, she takes it, falling to the ground, and she'll go to the line for two. Take another look at that take. Would have been improbable and one if it fell, but she'll have a chance for the free throws anyway. Ireland hits the first. And makes the second as well. UMPI causing some havoc in the backcourt here. They keep it though. Johnson does break the pressure, and now they throw it away to Oliva. Oliva off the dribble here, needs to slow it down, and she does, wisely. Up top, lobs to Marshall. Oh, nice give and go to Alla. Underneath finds Hamilton. Nice job for UMPI. Again, that ball movement has been lethal. And working around, Sandlin. Skillman back to Chris Sandlin. And they pitch and catch here with Sandlin and Skillman. Moving around Meade is Zator. Oliva is there to close out. 10 on the shot clock. Inside Fortin with 5. That 3-second call on Ryan Fortin. Take a look at that last possession for UMPI. Ball barely touches the floor here. Oh, what a pass from Alla. Unbelievable. Oliva, now Cameron Alla. It's a corner three for Hamilton, off the mark. Long rebound right to Karen Marshall. She kicks it out. Marshall tries a three ball. No. Meade in the corner for three. Zator are up and down. And now even the iron is being kind to Christy Zator, who continues an unbelievable day from beyond the arc. 8 for 9. And that will do it for Coach Knight. He takes the timeout with 4:51 to go, 67-62. So Zator with 32 points and counting here with 4:51 to go. UMPI clinging on to a 5-point lead as Johnson continues to make shots. timely shots, too. Ireland. Ala. Humpy will have it. Ayala into Hamilton. Back into the corner, Ayala. Inside Hamilton, puts up a little hook shot, and it's good. Barely not a backcourt there. Fortin, jump stop in the lane. Physicality with Hamilton, and she misses the shot. Hamilton standing tall in there for UMPI. It's a 7-point lead for the Owls. Approaching 4 minutes to go. Ayala, and Cameron Alla. Lindsay Hamilton for 3, no. Coach Knight yelling out the offense here. Oliva up top. UMPI with a big offensive board to keep this long possession alive. Touch pass underneath. Hamilton, another one. And UMPI has been lethal when they get Lindsay Hamilton underneath. A timeout called by Coach Ekman. Take a look at this last possession. We'll do it in 0.5 speed. Might as well. There's Oliva up top. Touches it inside. Oh, nice cut to the hoop by Hamilton. Johnson basketball, 3:43 as Coach Ekman burns his final timeout. UMPI still has 2 remaining. As the Owls lead by 9. Time is of the essence here. Johnson with it. Devereaux into the short corner. Back up top, Zator. The hot hand today. Bounce pass, baseline jumper on the way. It's off the mark. That was Atkinson. UMPI can afford to take some time off here. We go back and forth here with Oliva and Ireland. They're just going to go into a kind of a stall here. 15 on the shot clock. Need to start working towards the rim. We want to avoid a violation. Inside, it's tipped free from behind. Ball loose. Nice defense by Zator. Here comes Johnson. Skillman keeps her pivot foot down. Zator swings it. Now in the corner, Atkinson to Devereaux. They're working around. Johnson needing some points here. Back out. Zator for 3. Has another. Number 9 on the day. 9 for 10. Unbelievable. Foul in midcourt here. Atkinson bumps Oliva. Here it is again. Just automatic. She is in another world right now. 35 points. 9 for 10. I know it sounds like a broken record every time she makes one. Only 1 miss from beyond the arc today. Oliva with 2:20 to go. It's a 6-point game. Johnson continuing to put pressure on UMPI. Up top, Hamilton. Bounce pass underneath to Ireland. The post, no good. Zator stands tall, and now a foul on Lexi Ireland. Reaching around after the missed shot. Just the first on UMPI in the quarter. 3 team fouls on Johnson. Haley Root will get a breather here. Devereaux taking it up. Hands off to Mead. Kumateski and back to Mead. Fortin with 10 on the shot clock. Inside, a bump by Oliva. And it'll be an end line out of bounds, just the second on UMPI in the quarter. And it's an out of bounds set piece here for Johnson. Out of timeouts again, the Badgers. Fortin underneath. Oh, nice hook shot, and she lays it in. Ryan Fortin has got great touch around the rim. I'd say one of the best in the conference from what I've seen so far this year. Oliva lost the handle. It was touched by Kumateski, they say. 1:25 to go. It's a 4-point game. Haley Root is in. We're going to go offense, defense there with Root and Mead, says Coach Ekman. Underneath, Ireland fouled. She'll go to the charity stripe again. Ireland at the line. And got the first. These are huge with 1:23 to go. Ireland, cool, calm, and collected. Hits both, and it's a 6-point game. UMPI going to apply some pressure. They do go offense, defense. Faith Mead's back in offensively. Haley Root exits. They need to get the ball in. They get it into Fortin. It's too high for her, right to Zator. Zator with it. Ireland all over her. Clean, but well defended, and she slaps it away, gets a steal, and then dribbles it off her foot, and it'll stay with Johnson.
No contact there. Red. Hey, no gambling.
1:10 to go. Johnson with the ball, they lob it in. Fortin, it was touched by Hamilton, and then Fortin. I think it should be UMPI ball, and it is. Big sequence there. Ireland gets a steal, then lost it.
Contact, get the contact.
Now UMPI will have to break Johnson's pressure. Haley Root is back in. 1:09 to go. Cameron Alla takes it up, bounces it to Ayala. Inside Ireland, she's hooked from behind by Zator. That'll put UMPI in the bonus. They'll be shooting 2. With exactly a minute to go in the game. She makes the first. And the second as well. Sandlin taking it up for Johnson.
No fouls, no gambling. Stay solid, no gambling. Hands, good.
Fortin, how about a 3? Now she'll drive, and she's fouled by Lindsay Hamilton. And she goes down hard. Slow to get up. She's going to get up and walk off.
Hey, Lexi, you got 50 on D. Amelia, you got 40 on D. Don't leave her.
45.4 seconds left. Lindsay Hamilton, good to see her get up quick after that. Kind of looked scary when she went down. Misses the first. Misses the second. Tipped around. Still loose on the ground. And a foul on Johnson. So it'll be shots here for UMPI. Mead and Skillman are back in for Johnson. UMPI needing to ice the game here at the line, up by 8. Alla's got the first. They clear the lanes. They're confident in Cameron Alla's ability here at the line. She makes them both. It's a 10-point game. Johnson needs some more shots to fall here if they want to make any sort of push. As time winding down. Kumateski gets it to Fortin, was diving to the hoop, but too far in front of her. Back over to UMPI with 30.6 seconds. And that probably is going to do it. Coach Knight will take a timeout to avoid a turnover. And it is a full timeout. Take a look at the upcoming schedule for both of these sides. UMPI today, of course, versus Johnson on the longest homestand in 12 years when they played 8 in a row. This is a 6-game homestand. Thomas MMA, and then Farmington and Husson. And then looking at Johnson's Road, you got Delhi and Cobleskill next weekend. Delhi also a team, I believe, that is winless so far this year. Then Cobleskill, the first place team in the West. Then Leslie and Linden. .30 seconds to go here. It's a 10-point game. UMPI just needs to close it out. Into Alla. Takes it up into the front court. Now they can just stall. It's about less than a second differential between the shot and the game clock here. Ayala with 10 seconds. They're not going to foul, just want to trap. And that's going to do it. With 6 seconds. It'll be a foul. Thought they weren't going to foul. Now Alla will go to the line for 2. Fortin up top as time expires. And that's going to do it. UMPI grinds out the win, 79-67, as they got really hot in that second half. So that will do it for our women's game. UMPI was led by Lexi Ireland with 22. Lindsay Hamilton had 18. And Ira Ayala with 19. Cameron Allen with 12. So 4 players in double digits for UMPI. And then Chrissy Zator had 35 to lead Johnson. Ryan Fortin with 17. But a gutsy effort for the Badgers, who had the lead most of the way, but then UMPI was able to pull away in that second half. So don't go far. We get the men's game coming up after this. Well, welcome back to Woodine Gymnasium here for the second end of today's doubleheader between the Vermont State University-Johnson Badgers and the University of Maine Presque Isle Owls. I'm Ricky Guplo, set to bring you the play-by-play. Wesley Dyer will be operating our camera upstairs. We got an interesting matchup here today. On paper, may not look like that, as Johnson is 4-13, 1-5 in conference. UMPI 13-3 and 5-1 in conference. But I guarantee that is not the case. The Johnson Badgers are a huge team, very tall. Only one player under 6 feet, and everybody else is pretty much 6'3" and up. And they have 6'10" guard Jason Baker. They have a 6'6" forward and a 6'7" forward as well. And that is going to be a big deal because UMPI's best big man, Doug McCullough, is out with an injury, and they are learning to play the game without him. They grinded out a win last night against University Vermont State Linden by 9 points, 89 to 80, pardon me. Johnson coming off a win at Leslie, home versus Leslie, their first conference win of the year earlier this week. And they're trying to turn their season around, having dropped 5 in a row to start the semester. They just beat Leslie, they got UMPI, and then Delhi Cobleskill next weekend. And a big opportunity here for the Badgers to come and take a win and use their size to their advantage. UMPI going to need to rely on the guard play quite a bit, making outside shots. They struggled a little bit from the 3-ball yesterday. They heated up in the second half, but it's going to take a good game from the Owls today. Do not let the records fool you whatsoever going into this one, as the teams will gather up here at the end of warm-ups. UMPI currently riding a 6-game win streak dating back to the last game of the first semester, and they beat Farmington. They opened up this semester with 4 straight conference wins. Leslie, 3 straight conference wins. Leslie, and then 1 was non-conference. They beat Leslie twice. Then Delhi, Cobleskill, both were conference. And then Linden yesterday. So a big start to this second semester for the Owls, who continue to do this historic season, 13-3 for the first time in 51 seasons since 1973-74. For now, we will send it here to the floor. Alessandra Markin, who will have our starting lineups.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Woodine Gymnasium, home of the University of Maine at Presque Isle Owls. This evening's game features the Badgers of Vermont State Johnson versus our own University of Maine at Presque Isle Owls. Now for the starting lineups. First for the Badgers, a 6'7" forward from Atlanta, Georgia, number 1, Raymond Baker. A 5'11" guard from Bristol, Connecticut, number 2, Lucas Sword. A 6'10" forward from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, number 7, Jason Baker. A 6'5" guard from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, number 12, Matthew Carter. A 6'3" guard from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, number 24, Mohamed Semega. The Badgers are coached by Alfred Johnson, assisted by David Alibi and Travis Bakeman. And now for your University of Maine at Presque Isle Owls. A 6-foot guard from St. Petersburg, Florida, number 2, Ock McMichael. A 6-foot guard from Mattapan, Massachusetts, number 8, Miles Jones. A 6'4" forward from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, number 12, Dwayne Williams. A 6'2" forward from Spring Hill, Florida, number 22, Saquon Carswell. A 6'3" guard from Clearwater, Florida, number 23, Gilbert Jean Mendez. The Owls are coached by Dan Kane, assisted by Mark Knight, Danny Harris, and Joe Michaud. Our officials are Richard Napolitano, Cole McKinney, and Daniel Viscarello. Thank you and good luck to both teams.
Those were the starting lineups. Alessandro Marcun, a job well done. And we're about ready for the tip-off here at UMPI. It'll be Jason Baker, 6'10", against Dwayne Williams, who is 6'3". And Baker just tips it right to Johnson, and we're underway. The Badgers with the first possession. Mohamed Semega working around. Raymond Baca underneath, stolen by Miles Jones. So UMPI gets a steal to start things off. Gilbert Jean Mendez, Jones, back to Gilbert Jean. Last touch there by Raymond Baca. McMichael has the basketball on the left wing, gets it to Miles Jones, skips it all the way over to Williams. Now Gilbert Jean Mendez inside to Carswell, it's touched away, and here comes Johnson running the floor. Matthew Carter, one of the top scorers in the North Atlantic Conference. They get it up top for three, off the mark there, Jason Baker. He's a 6'10" guard, folks. He likes to shoot the basketball for sure. Happy to have you for today's doubleheader. It was the UMPI women picking up a 10-point win earlier today. Stolen away. Here's Mohamed Semega. Carter stops at a dime, into a jumper, around and out. Matthew Carter averaging 19.5 per game this season. And is second in scoring. Here he is with the ball off a steal. UMPI unable to get anything so far in their first couple of possessions. With Johnson could say the same here. Work the ball around. Here's Semega. Little spin move in the paint. No good. A rebound here for Johnson. Carswell's in there for UMPI, but Raymond Baca gets things started for the Badgers. Jones, Williams, back to Miles Jones. Williams will try a three from the top, and he got it. Dwayne Williams, first bucket for UMPI. Lucas Sword started all 15 games so far. Underneath, no good. That was Raymond Baca. Carswell. Now Jones. Here's a three on the way, McMichael off the back iron. Long rebound to Baker. They'll toss it up ahead to Semega. Semega, a little hesitation move, nice Euro, and he lays it up and in. Up ahead, McMichael running the floor. We'll have to slow it down. Now Gilbert Jean Mendez, kick to McMichael, wants a three again from the same spot that he missed, and this time he does not. Aki McMichael, the leading field goal percentage in the conference, and he's a 6-foot guard, which is unbelievable. Shooting around 60% from the field on the year. So if he goes 1 for 2, his average goes down, amazingly. Here's a jumper on the way from Carter. It's no good. Jones, the up fake. McMichael thought about a three, and now here's Gilbert Jean Mendez. Nice dish inside Carswell. Off the assist from Gilbert Jean. He does that well for UMPI. He's 7th in the conference in assists. And it's 8-4 Owls. They lob it up to Baca, who corrals it, and then a foul by Carswell. Take a look at that last assist here from Gilbert Jean to Saquon Carswell. Cut to the hoop, thread the needle, 2. And he makes both. Raymond Baca, good free throw shooter, 67% on the year. Gilbert Jean up against Lucas Sword. Now Miles Jones back to Jean. Jean Mendez, the bounce pass under his knife to Jones, and he hands it to Carswell. Humpy moving the ball. Great interior passing. They always are among the league's best. Samega hands it off. Here's Baker, elevates into a jumper. It's short off the front iron, rebounded by Carswell. Now Miles Jones with it. Up ahead to Gilbert Jean Mendez. Swing it around, Jones. Hesitation move, little runner in the lane, up and out. Nice take by Jones, can't get the finish. Now going the other way, Baca. Back to Baker, inside Samega. Stops, kicks it out, Carter. Hesitation move, he'll try a baseline jumper, and he got it. Matthew Carter. 10th in the conference in field goal percentage. Jones, not on the same page with Carswell. Here comes Charlie Mellick into the game for UMPI. In for Gilbert Jean Mendez. Up ahead. Going to the floor there was Sword. He gets back on his feet, and Johnson keeps it. 10-8 is your score in the early goings. They lob it inside, up and out, and a rebound by McMichael. They're working around, McMichael inside, Carswell. What a find for Maki McMichael, and Carswell's having a great start to his day. Inside, shot put up and in by Jason Baker. McMichael is off to the free throw line, and he kicks it out. Dwayne Williams for three, got it. UMPI shooting well in the early part of this game. They lead by 5, 15-10. They played from ahead to start almost every game this season, excepting a couple. Samega, crossover into a jumper, high off the iron and out. Rebounded by Jones. To Carswell. They're going to swing it around. McMichael got his defender to go by him. He stops, kicks it out. Williams for a third triple of the day, off the mark. And a rebound by Sword. Lucas Sword going the other way. Some contact, they're going to let him play on. Dwayne Williams ends up with it. Sword is slow to get up. Now Jones in the corner, Williams for three, no good. And they'll get a whistle as Sword. So Lucas Sword will get up and exit here. So we're about ready to get started as Sword will get checked out by Brian Morrison, our great athletic trainer here at UMPI. Went down hard there as he collided with Williams. They lob it inside. Glover, who's in for Johnson for the injured Sword. Samega picks up his dribble, needs some help. He does, get it to Glover. Stepped on the end line, Samega back over to UMPI here. Take a look. The last possession for the Owls. The ball movement, interior passing to get it to Carswell. Bryce Lawrence will touch it for the first time today for UMPI. Hesitation move, kicks out to Mellick. And now Lawrence and Jones. Moreno touches it back to Williams. Alish Moreno hands off Jones. He'll drive. Tough take. Lost it on the way up. Couldn't draw a foul either. Here comes Carter. Crossover. Step back. Gets it into the paint. Shot on the way from Raymond Baca is good. Makes it a 3-point game. Nobody picked up Charlie Mellick running the wing. Decides not to shoot it. Now he will. They hand it off back to him. It's just shy. Inside, it's tipped to the air. Stolen by Mellick. Moreno. Oh, nice pass inside to Lawrence from Alish Moreno. The dish. We'll get another look at that in a second. Baca up top to Carter. He's going to try a three. Matthew Carter, he got it. 17-15, so Johnson answering so far. And here's Miles Jones on this end. Now Lawrence wide open for three. No good. He made one of those yesterday. Now Baker looking for a ball screen. He gets one, picks up his dribble though. Has to dish it away to Carter. He's going to try a three off the bounce. No good. Rebounded by Lawrence. I'll be cleaning up the glass well. First in the conference in defensive rebounds, a travel here against Jones. Let's take a look at that last pass from Alish Moreno to Bryce Lawrence. So McMichael and Gilbert Jean Mendez are back in. Gonna have to get some more minutes probably today from Alish Moreno. His size is a huge tool for UMPI. And they're gonna have to match some of Johnson's length at some point today. Here's a jumper, no good. And Lawrence with back-to-back defensive boards will run the other way here. Almost halfway through this first half. Inside Moreno. Can't get the baby jumper. Baker stops at the block, puts up the shot, a tough one, and it just doesn't fall. Up ahead to Mellick. Now Moreno into the paint. Nice finish, count it, and one, Alish Moreno. Excellent job in transition by the Owls again. Mellick took his time, fielding the pass, gets it to Moreno with a full head of steam, power dribble, jump stop, up and in. Awesome job by number 11 for UMPI, who's had limited minutes so far this year. But they're going to have him step up into a much bigger role with Doug McCullough out, and he's done a great job today. Carter with McMichael defending, gets a screen from Frierson, who's in for the first time. Carter takes it to the hoop, no good. Fighting for his own rebound, McMichael pulls it down. They're gonna let him play on. This is the MO of this officiating crew. Last night they did the same. Gilbert Jean Mendez loses the handle. Carter is stolen from behind by McMichael. Excellent job on the back touch. He's just gonna pull up into a three in transition and cash in. Aki McMichael. He's been the guy all year long for UMPI. And they lead by 8 here. Carter stops, long two, off the front iron, tipped around. UMPI pulls down the board. It's McMichael, Gilbert Jean Mendez, shake and bake. Now kicks it out, swing it around. Moreno will trigger it from up top, no good. Nobody there for the rebound for UMPI. Moreno jumps the lane, but they do get it safely to Glover. Now back to Carter up top, 8:45 to go in the half. Carter swings it to Eli Wilson. Wilson stops in the lane, up and in, creating some space there. Nice job by Eli Wilson. His first touch of the game. Now Moreno for UMPI, 8:25. Hesitation move, Malik, nice pass underneath. Lawrence tried to go behind the back to Moreno. Up, he keeps it though. McMichael back to Alicia Moreno. The shot clock winding. McMichael tries a tough shot. No good. 6-point game. Johnson has matched Umpy. Here's Frierson for 3. And Umpy forcing another one and done, cleaning up the offensive glass tremendously well so far. McMichael. Nice hesitation move to the cup for 2. Aki McMichael adding to his total. On this end, Semega, oh, what a take. Right up the gut. And a nice reverse. Lawrence, hesitation move. He goes right side, stops, gets it back to Moreno. No good, tipped around, and it goes out of play. It'll favor Johnson. Some new guys into the game. James Yamashita for Umpy, and Greg Fitzgerald for Johnson. Carswell's back in for the Owls. Step back into a 3 now, off the crossover. Greg Fitzgerald gets into the game and immediately makes a difference. Makes it 25-22. McMichael saw an opening, takes it to the hoop, and he got it to go. Aki McMichael doing what he does. Awesome job again. The one hesitation, sees the opening, takes it himself, high off the glass, and it falls. Electric from Aki McMichael. He's got 8 points to lead the Owls right now. Johnson is led by Raymond Baca with 6. Balanced scoring for both sides. Actually, give McMichael 10 and now 11. Williams is back in. 6-point ball game. We'll have a half-court drawing at halftime. So don't miss that. Could have, it's been a while since Umpy's done a half-court shot, I believe. Never know. Worth $100. Courtesy of the Umpy's softball concessions. Here's a drive by Semega. No good. Rebounded by Dwayne Williams. Carswell gets it to the trailer. McMichael stops on a dime. Pulls up for 3. No good. Tipped. Loose. Carswell diving on the floor for it, but Johnson is able to pick it up. Baca. Another lob it inside. James Yamashita was there for Umpy to steal it away. Here comes Williams up ahead with Gilbert Jean. Euro to the hoop for 2. Well done by Gilbert Jean. And Umpy climbs out to an 8-point lead here. Glover up top for Johnson. Very fast first half, just 3 fouls called combined here. Umpy climbs the ladder, that's Williams for the board. And he's gonna be called for a travel. He was forced into that travel with some contact. They're gonna reset it to 20, which I'm unsure why, because Umpy did have possession there and then traveled. But Umpy will take the break. Unhappy with that call, but they'll have to live with it. Carter inside to Baca. I mean, that's been how they've officiated these both these games this weekend. Just let them play has been the MO. Inside, Glover lays it up and in. Letting him play is one thing, but if it causes a disadvantage and forces a travel like that did. McMichael tries a tough shot. It was tipped by Baker. He'll get the block. Shoots McMichael a look after that. Underneath, throws it away though. McMichael gonna take Baker on again. Blocked, gets it back though. Stops at a tough spot, has to Kick it out to Williams. Got an opening. Nice take by Williams. He's fouled on the inside. So let's go back to that last and one by Aki McMichael. It's the highlight of this half so far. Here's Williams at the line. That was a 6-point game for UMPI. Now make it 7. And he rounded out on the second. Baker crossing over. Stops in the paint, now kicks it out. Back to Carter. Gets a ball screen, elevates into a jumper. No good. UMPI's done a really good job on Carter, limiting him in this first half, who averages around 20. Second in the conference. They've done an awesome job on him. Raymond Baca is also up there in the conference. Here's a reverse lay-in by McMichael. So UMPI's done a good job on the 2 scores for Johnson, Baca and Carter, both averaging over 19 a game. Lob to the hoop. We're going to hold call on Carswell. With 3:51 to go in the half, it's a 9-point lead for UMPI. Moreno's coming back in. Exiting for Johnson will be Sabri Glover. Lob it into Baca. Now Baker. Called for a foul here. Williams. He knows it. They'll get it in. Working around Samega, now Carter. Stops into a jump shot, and there it is. Matthew Carter hasn't done it as much as he would like, but he does have 7.5. Now leads Johnson in scoring. McMichael, no-look pass underneath to Moreno, went up for the slam. They contested it well. Here's Carter on this end. Stops, gives it back, but whistled for steps first. Take a look at that. Johnson running the floor, a little out of control. Yep, absolutely. 3:23 to go. McMichael taking his time, taking it up, kicks it out to Gene Mendez. Hesitation move, went back to McMichael, just too far over his head. Too high for him to corral. McMichael says, my bad, as he cut when he was supposed to stay out. Baker gives it up, whistled for its travel here. Apologize for that. We lost the feed for a second. Looks like we're back. Shot goes in and out. 7-point lead for UMPI still. Stepping back into a 3, no good. Tipped out. Rebounded by Johnson, though, cleaning up the offensive glass. Carter. Now swings it to Samega, who touches it inside to Baker. Baker backing down Williams to a jumper, no good. And let him play on. That's frustrating for Johnson. Williams inside, Moreno goes to the rim, no good. Gets it back, tipped around, and finally pulled down by Johnson. Approaching 2 minutes here. And then Johnson throws it right away. Gilbert Gene Mendez steps in, takes the steal. Lawrence, hesitation move by Miles Jones, gets it back. Inside, shot put up, no good. A foul on Carter. 1:41 left in the half. Gilbert Jean at the line for 2. You got the second. Back to a 9-point game here, 135.5. Baker throwing it away, not on the same page there with Eli Wilson. Zigged when he's supposed to zag. That's my favorite saying for when something like that happens. It's exactly what happened. Moreno for UMPI. We'll give it back to Jones. 120.5. Moreno, nice take to the hoop. Too strong off the glass, didn't quite have the touch. A foul before the shot. Charlie Mellick's coming in along with Jerome Frierson. In the corner, Carter. Inside Baker. Back it down Mellick. Baker puts up the shot, up and in. It's a 7-point game. Mellick to Miles Jones, working it around. And Lawrence stepped out, they say. So Gilbert Jean Mendez gets it to Jones, back to Gilbert Jean. Steps back, no good for 3. Mellick went up for the board, but Johnson pulls it down with their size advantage. Baca crossing over, goes up, no good. Pulled down by Jones. Hesitation move. Back to Lawrence, and now Mellick to the hoop. Can't get it to go. UMPI struggling around the rim here the last few minutes. Lead is still 7, 15 seconds in the half. The shot clock is off. Semega up against Gilbert Jean, goes up, no good. Tipped out, pulled down by Jean. Here's Jean Mendez to Lawrence. They get it back to him. Kicked out, corner 3 for Mellick as the time winds down. No good. Put back, no good from Lawrence. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Bryce Lawrence went down hard after that. But that is going to do it. A action-packed first half, a lot to unpack. 35-28 is your score. Back here at Woodine Gymnasium, take a look at the upcoming schedules for both of these teams. UMPI on the longest homestand they've had in a long time, 6 games in a row. They played 8 games in a row back in 2012 to 2013. Johnson today, Thomas at MMA next weekend, and then Farmington Husson the weekend after that. So those are the 4 biggest games of their season for sure. And then Johnson, will have Delhi first, and then Cobleskill next weekend, and then Leslie, 3 straight conference games before getting a non-conference game against Middlebury, a NESCAC school. So it doesn't get easier for them either. Take a look at the North Atlantic Conference standings. In the East, Husson and Farmington tied for first at 7-1, UMPI at 5-1, MMA at 6-2, Thomas at 4-4, Delhi at 3-3 in the West. And it seems like everybody in the East could make the playoffs, but only the top four out of top 5 can make it. You got Delhi, Johnson, Linden, Cobleskill, and Leslie. You can see the disparity in the divisions this year. East has all the wins over the West and almost all the cross-conference matchups. Already. Ready to go here. The second half of action. Gilbertine Mendez kicks it out to Williams for 3, and he got it. Dwayne Williams having a good day with the 3 ball for sure. Underneath, Johnson will dish it away. Matthew Carter up top. Stolen by Gilbert Jean. Good read. He's got a notion for the rim here. Gilbert Jean all the way himself. Finishes, wants some contact, won't get it, but a good take nonetheless. A timeout right away called by Coach Johnson. Take a look at that Gilbert Jean take. Stole it and then said, I'll just do it myself. One more time. It's a 30-second timeout called by the Badgers. So not even 33 seconds into this half, UMPI has just grown out to a 12-point lead, starting it on a quick 5-0 run. Samega now underneath. Samega gets it back. He's got Miles Jones defending, kicks it out to Carter. Matt Carter, a jab step, takes it to the rim himself. Used the glass well, it just didn't fall, but they get it back to him. Carter thought about a 3. Now he goes baseline up to the rim. Nice take by Matthew Carter for Johnson. They cut it back to 10. Gilbert Jean, has he? Stops, and now kicks it out, but it's tipped by a Badger, and here comes Samega running the floor. Jones trying to get back. He finds up ahead Baker, who can't finish at the rim. Carter down inside to Baker again. Tough fadeaway, no good. Carter jumped in for the offensive board. Keeps it alive for Johnson. Underneath, tough shot here from Wilson, no good. And I'm sure they would love to get some better looks than that. McMichael, little heat check, short, off the front iron. Samega. Now to Carter. Stops, shot from the elbow, got it. Matthew Carter starting to heat up here for Johnson, has all 4 of their second half points. Give him 11 in the game. Gilbert Jean for 3, yes. Good start to this half for the senior, 5th-year senior. Played his first season during the COVID year, where he played just 6 games as a team. So we got that year of eligibility back and has been a 4-year starter just about every day. I think every single day, actually, of his career. There's a jumper by Baca on this end. Ricky Gupa with you today. Wesley Dyer doing a great job on the camera upstairs. Still work through the kinks of our new advanced broadcast, so we hope you bear with us when things do go awry, which they have a couple of times today, but overall I think it's working fine. Lobbed underneath to Baca, lays it in on this end, and the Badgers have cut it to 7 all of a sudden. Up ahead, Carswell, tough finish, and he got it. Saquon Carswell goes to the ground hard. He's going to shake it off and stay in. Coach Kane wanted an and one there, but they're not going to get one. Samega, tough take into some traffic, some fancy footwork to say the least. And up he pulls it away. Oh, nice pass from Jones to McMichael, flying the floor. Finishes again. Baker up top. Hesitates, and now he'll stop into a mid-range jumper, and Baker got it. Jason Baker, one of the leading scorers for this Johnson team, averages 16 a game. So Johnson's got 3 players, 16, 19.1, and 19.5. That's Baker, Baca, and Carter. They get a lot of scoring from those 3. Ball fake by Gene Mendez, kicks it out. Jones will try a corner 3, no good. Should be still UMPI ball, and it is. In for Johnson and Sabri Glover. Into McMichael. A hesitation move. McMichael blocked by Carter. Slaps it off the glass. Then Jones steps in on the outlet pass. Causes some havoc, but Johnson gets it back. Lobbed all the way up ahead to Glover. Inside, it's Baker. Whistled for a foul is McMichael before the shot, they say. Got him on the arm, they say. There.
Watch the duck in. Watch the duck in, Miles. Yeah, help side, help side.
21 on the shot clock here for Johnson. They'll have plenty of time. Up ahead, it's Carter. Puts up a tough shot, no angle, goes off the side of the backboard. He wants some contact, and that has been the theme today. Both sides wanting some fouls. Up ahead, Carswell finishes for 2. A little collision with Carter after the hoop. A lot of shrugging going on by members of both teams here with the finish on the glass. Here's a 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Baca. Baca is fouled. And he'll go to the line. They'll get Moreno up for UMPI. Moreno is in. Carswell will get a breather. Ten-point game, 49-39. Miles Jones for UMPI. The Owls trying to make it a 7th straight victory, the 6th straight to start this semester. Moreno stops at the block, has to get it away to Gilbert Gene Mendez. Crossing over, Gene Mendez back into a 3, no good. Moreno, nice offensive board though. Skipped up ahead to Gene Mendez underneath. Moreno diving to the hoop, they kick it out. McMichael got his defender to fly right by him. Good ball movement from the Owls here. Gene Mendez to the hoop for 2. Nice job by UMPI. Sharing the basketball, everybody touched it multiple times on that long possession. Underneath, no good. Stick up and back in by Sabri Glover. McMichael kicks it out. Gene Mendez steps back into a 3, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Carter threw it away. They're going to say it stays with Johnson. I'm going to get another look at that one. Our officials will not discuss. That goes clean out of bounds. That should be UMPI basketball, 100%. I hesitate to harp on our men in stripes. Anyway, we're getting going again. Inside, Johnson's going to get 2 points out of that. It happens. Those tough plays, very hard to see tips. Give him credit for getting a lot right. They did get that one wrong. Underneath Moreno, UMPI answers. Carter. Back up. And now Baker, an up fake. Will stop. A little fadeaway J. It's short of everything, but a stick up, back it in by Baca, excuse me. Baker to Baca. Gotta get the pronunciations right here. Jones, hesitation move. Kicks out Moreno, swinging around McMichael. He's gonna take the runner to the rim for 2, Aki McMichael. Up to 17 in the ball game for UMPI, leading the Owls per usual. They got 3 other players with double digits though, Carswell, G. Mendez, and Williams. Carswell's got 10, G. Mendez 11, Williams with 10. Aki McMichael pulls it down for UMPI. Gene Mendez, one move, gets by Baker, goes up, they'll play on. And now a block call against McMichael here, right in front of the UMPI bench. Let's take a look at that charge call. So, Aki McMichael, they say, didn't get to the spot in time. No hesitation by our official there. He says that that's a block, and that's what it's going to be. That is the 3rd on UMPI in this half, 0 so far on Johnson in the half, 8 minutes into it. There's a 3 on the way, no good. Tipped out and a rebound by Carter. 9-point game still. Matthew Carter, step back, kicks it out to Baker. Inside, Baca puts it on the floor, goes up, no good. Some collisions here, playing on. Williams. Now Gene Mendez. There's a 3 by Williams, no good. Now both coaches upset with our officials not getting some calls, and I gotta say, it's just been physical all day long. That's just how it's been. Whistle for steps here, Carter. Aki McMichael coming, or Charlie Mellick, excuse me, coming back in. Aki McMichael will be helped up by his teammates. Take a look at that travel. Daron Frierson back in. (11-19) left in the game. UMPI leading by 9. They have played with the lead this half. Jones, tight pass underneath, looking for Moreno. It'll stay with UMPI. Another confusion over who went out off of. This time they'll correct it, and back to Johnson. You can go back and look for yourself on that one. I don't think we'd have an angle with all the players that were in there. Carter. Samega, now Frierson back up top. Samega, Baker. Decides to drive, spinning around, trying to get around Mellick, no good. And now a technical foul call on Vermont Johnson. And another one. There's gonna be 2 technicals in a row. One on the bench and one on the coach. So UMPI's gonna have some shots. So I believe one is on the assistant and one will be on Coach Alfred Johnson. People think that that's both on the coach, but it's just one on the coach. So Charlie Mellick will shoot some free throws here. Should be 4 free throws for UMPI. And got it. Got both. There's 2 technicals, but they're I'm going to say it wasn't a dead ball technical. So it's just the 2 free throws for Melik. Here's Carter for Johnson, has to kick it out. Baker, shot clock winding, no good. Rebounded by Melik. Eugene Mendez. Melik stops, has to get rid of it. He does to Gene Mendez. Swung to Jones, 10 on the shot clock. Jones jumps up in the lane, fouled. He'll go to the line. That is the first one called against Johnson this half. Eli Wilson will come in for the Badgers. Jones hits. Here comes Wilson.
That's a funky situation, by the way.
13-point lead for the Owls. Baker into the front court. Now out to Baca and Carter. Johnson hasn't got many clean looks this half. UMPI has played excellent defense. 3 on the way from Carter, no good. It's loose on the board, picked up by Gene Mendez. Tight spot, gets rid of it to Jones. Jones gonna try to blow by Carter. He has 1 man to beat. Wilson, some contact, they play on, and Carter's there for the board. A 3 on the way from Frierson, no. Jones is there for the rebound, and now they'll get a foul against Johnson on the rebounding action. It'll be on Eli Wilson. It's the second on the Badgers. 9:35 to go in the half. UMPI only has 3 people in the game that have committed a foul. 2 from Williams, 2 from McMichael, and 3 from Carswell. They have not spread it out at all. Gene Mendez to Melik, gonna try a 3, it's off the mark. He follows his shot, but Baker is there to pull it down for Johnson. Johnson has spread it out as well, 2 players with 2 for them. Baker's fouled. 2 players with 2 for the Badgers. So that is the story on the foul trouble. Baker makes now a technical foul call. I don't know what we had here. It's a double technical. It's on Gilbert Gene Mendez and Jordan Baker. Some talking going on. We had a double technical last night as well. And that's now just the first on Gene Mendez. UMPI with it, McMichael. 9 minutes to go, Gene Mendez takes it to the hoop, no good. Tipped around, backboard's shaken. Baker all the way up ahead, inside Baca. Quick transition points there for the Badgers on a baseball pass. Carswell is going to get ready to come back in, playing with the 3 fouls. Bryce Lawrence loses it, and here comes Matthew Carter for Johnson. Back tip by Melik, they're going to get him for a foul. And so now the foul's starting to pick up here for both sides. That is number 6 on UMPI. Take a look at that back tip from from Charlie Melik. Got a little bit of the arm. So timeout on the floor by Coach Johnson, 8:35 to go. Showed some of this at halftime, and we'll look at the North Atlantic Conference standings. In the East, Husson leads 7-1, while Husson and Farmington tied at 7-1. UMPI trying to get to the total amount of conference games played to try and tie them. They're 5-1. MMA at 6-2, Thomas at 4-4, Delhi at 3-3, Johnson at 1-5, Linden at 1-5, Cobleskill at 1-6, and Leslie at 0-8. So the East division is soaking up a lot of the wins. As the West, four from each division qualify, but if you look at the records, the East definitely has had the upper hand this year. That's not always the case, but it is this year, the realignment. Baker to the hoop for two right away out of the timeout. A good timeout from Coach Alfred Johnson. Back over to Johnson now. A take here from Carter, up and in. And Johnson has slowly crept their way back in. It's a 5-point game. McMichael up ahead. McMichael through some traffic, was blocked by Baker. He goes to the ground hard. Up ahead, Carter will turn into 2 points. McMichael caught one in the head, it looks like. We're going to time out, or a whistle anyway. So McMichael's slow to get up for UMPI. He's going to get checked out by Brian Morrison, so we hope he is okay. Can't afford to lose another player. Lost Doug McCullough down last weekend at Delhi, New York. And McMichael, who's been leading scorer for UMPI all year long, will get checked out by Brian Morrison. Has 17 in the game right now. Jones with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Johnson has crept their way back into it. Carswell in the paints. Nice take with the left hand. Saquon Carswell. Dwayne Williams defending the ball. Baker. It's a screen from Frierson. He still has it. Inside, tipped by Carswell. Nice job. And Williams gets it taken away, and now a foul on the way up here. And another player is down. Baca's holding his head. So, man, the physicality in this one. There's one thing with, quote, letting them play, which is, I guess, what they have been doing, but it's been causing a lot of physicality to the point that it's starting to be dangerous. So Baca will get up. He looks like he's okay, but it's starting to get a little hairy out there with 7:13 to go. And a timeout called by Coach Dan Kane. It's a 4-point lead for UMPI. They're hanging on here. 7:13 to go. So one shot upcoming for Raymond Baca. It's a 4-point game. Getting dicey out there. Coach King called a timeout, maybe settle people down. Aki McMichael's good. He's going to be back in. Went off holding his head, but he's fine. Baca did the same after the last play, and he's okay. Gilbert Jean Mendez in the paint. He's fouled by Baker on the way up. Under 7 minutes now. Big free throws coming up for Gilbert Jean. Got the second. So Johnson's in the bonus now. UMPI will have 3 fouls, Johnson fouls, to go before they're shooting 1-1. 7-4 the fouls right now. Baker into some traffic, whistled for steps. Take a look at that. Baker trying to go isolation here. Went through some traffic. One too many. Aki McMichael, who's back in, and he'll be the floor general for UMPI, and he'll take it up. Crossing half court. McMichael. Crossover, kicks it out. Gilbert Jean, down to McMichael, in the corner, a 3. Just short. Pulled down by Baca. Baker. Inside, Baca. Foul first. It's going to go on Carswell. And that's going to be number 4 on Saquon. So that'll force Alicia Moreno up off the bench, give Carswell a break here. Now we're playing with 4 fouls. Baca, some big free throws there for Johnson. It's a 4-point game. Jones crossing over now, McMichael. Gilbert Jean Mendez, crossover. Nice move, and the interior pass to Moreno. Say all ball, and it'll stay with UMPI. 11 on the shot clock. Jones to trigger it in, right to Gilbert Jean. There is their play, the tip. Baca underneath with Moreno. He kicks it out. Frierson pulling the trigger from up top. It's wide left, but the stick back up and in by Baca. So the team's trading baskets here. Johnson has been slowly chipping away for the last few minutes. McMichael. Crossover inside. Moreno, they swing it. Jean Mendez back to Williams. Pulls up for 3. It rattles out. Up ahead, Johnson running the floor. Head fake by Wilson. Tough off-balance shot. It's loose. Pulled down by McMichael. He tears it away. And he's fouled there by Frierson. Wants to prevent them from running the floor. And that's a smart foul by Daron Frierson. 6'4" sophomore for Johnson, playing solid minutes today. Average is only 6.5 minutes, but he's been out there quite a bit in this one. And he prevents McMichael from running the floor there. Jean Mendez. Inside Moreno. Tough shot. McMichael follows it up, tight roping the end line. He saves it. What a hustle play. They'll work it around. Williams back to McMichael. The up fake. Spinorama, and he's fouled, and Aki McMichael will have 2 free throws. And a big sequence there for UMPI. McMichael, what a hustle play to get it back, and then he ends up taking it down underneath. And take a look here. Fouled by Wilson. And then Michael at the line. Mohamed Samega back in. Wilson picks up his third there for Johnson. That's the only player with 3 for the Badgers. Carter has the ball to Tabaka at the free throw line. He goes right. Baca, nice take, but he can't finish. Tipped in the air by Moreno. Up ahead, Williams trying to get back with Baker defending, and he's fouled by Jordan Baker. We'll get a look at that replay, and now Williams will have to be held up. And let's look here in transition. Williams said he knew he was going to take it himself. Cleans him out. Baker's getting an explanation, saying he got the ball, but they're going to say he got him with the body. Williams a chance to extend the lead. Both teams in the bonus now. UMPI with 8 fouls, Johnson with 7. Williams trying to make it 2 for 2 on this trip. And he does. Good free throw shooter for UMPI. Carter drives with McMichael. Good strong defense. Has to kick it out to Baker. Up ahead, a little runner. And it goes. Jordan Baker continuing to jaw with Gilbert Jean Mendez. They've both been teed up earlier in the game. Gilbert Jean. It's a screen from Moreno. Up ahead, Moreno to the hoop for 2. Nice job. Moreno is getting his jersey tugged at on that take there. We'll cue up the replay, see if we can get a chance to show it. But here's Baker on this end. UMPI up by 7. Carter, 3:20 to go. Inside Baca with Moreno defensively. Inside Samega, up and in. Take a look at that last finish by Elish Moreno. Here's Jones up ahead. And it'll go back to Johnson. 5-point game. UMPI trying to continue to grind out these wins. And they have 3 minutes to do so here today. The Badgers trying to weasel their way back into it and pick up their second conference victory of the year. Baker. Inside to Baca with the Moreno on him. Baca puts it on the floor. Little jumper on a hook shot. He got it. A big one for Johnson, and it's back to a 1-possession game. And it's a timeout here for UMPI with 2:31 to go. It'll be a 60-second timeout. Saquon Carswell is going to come back in. But we got a good finish in store for you as Johnson's been slowly chipping away. .231 to go. UMPI right now led by McMichael with the 18. Jean Mendez has 15, Carswell has 12, and Williams has 12. 4 players in double figures again for the Owls. Raymond Baca leads with 23 for Johnson. Matthew Carter has 15. Baker has 12. 3 players in double digits for the Badgers. They're going to keep the shot clock at 25. That is correct. Gilbert Mendez just took it to the front court and called the timeout. Get it into Jones. Now Williams. Williams gets it back. Now McMichael to Carswell. Williams up top, 10 on the shot clock. McMichael takes it, nice pass inside. Carswell counted in the foul with 2:11 to go. A huge basket for UMPI, who needed one. And Carswell has a chance at the three-point play. Take a look at that pass for Maki McMichael. He can do it all, folks. And Carswell has been stepping up huge as well. He's at the line. Has 14 in the game. And he does have 15. 6-point lead, just like that, out of the timeout. Gene Mendez steps in there with Samega to the hoop and picks up a foul. So Samega to the line.
Hey, lock in.
2:04 to go. I'll be fortunate that that one did not fall, or they would have had an and one of their own. Samega makes the first. 65% on the year. And he got it. Timeout called by Coach Alfred Johnson. Wants a full 60 seconds. So the foul trouble is becoming kind of a story. Carswell has 4 for UMPI. Williams has 3. And then Johnson, just the one player, Eli Wilson with 3. 4 players with 2, so they should be good all the way through. UMPI just got to prevent Carswell from picking up that 5th. He sat out for a bit. Moreno came up with some big minutes, but he will be in the rest of the way. You can better believe UMPI will have their starting 5 out there, it looks like. Good crowd on tap now. Started pretty thin, but more and more came as the day progressed. McMichael has it for UMPI. Now Gilbert Jean. Hesitation move, kicks it out. Jones. UMPI gonna take some clock off here, it looks like, but clinging to a 4-point lead. Jones and Carswell fakes the handoff. He's fouled. No, he whistled for steps first. Take another look at that one. As Carswell went hard to the ground. Let's see, as the travel came before the contact. That's not going to make anybody in the building happy because it looked worse than it might have been. It still might have been a travel first, but Carter, baseline jumper, got it, and it's a 2-point game. Huge one there for Johnson, 1.5 minutes left. McMichael taking it himself to the hoop for 2, and he answers on this end. Plenty of timeouts left for both coaches. They're going to let him play on for now, though. Frierson gives to Baker up top with Williams defending, lobs it underneath. Samega kicks it out, stolen by Williams, steps in there, and now here's Jones. McMichael, nobody picked him up defensively, but it's blocked by Baker, and Jones picks it up for UMPI to keep it. So Baker with the chase down block, it bounces way out, and UMPI picks it up. Jones working around, he's fouled by Baker with 47.4 seconds. It'll send him to the line for 2 free throws. It's now the 10th team foul on the Badgers. UMPI has 9, so the next one they commit will be 2 free throws for Johnson. And Jones hits the first. And this one is even bigger here. And a round up and then down for the second. And it's a 6-point game. Big free throws there by Miles Jones. Over in the corner. That's Fitzgerald is back in. He's going to try a deep three, and he got it. Greg Fitzgerald from way downtown knocks it down, and that makes it a 3-point game again, a 1-possession game. And UMPI will have to reset after that one. I apologize, I didn't cue it up quick enough, so we won't get another look. You'll have to go back and look yourself. But, man, that's why they got him in the game, obviously. He is a shooter. Hasn't played much today. He steps in and knocks down a big shot for UMPI, or for Johnson, excuse me. So this is where situational basketball becomes huge, as UMPI will have it, a 4-second differential between the shot and the game clock. So I'm sure Johnson's going to be in foul mode relatively quick, as UMPI could kill it all the way down, but they don't want to turn it over with 4 seconds, having not come away with free throws. I'm sure they want to get the ball in Aki McMichael's hand, their best free throw shooter. UMPI's been a lot better from the line as of late. Williams triggers it into McMichael. Oh, he picks up his dribble. Tough spot there, and it's loose. But picked up by Carswell. He saves it for UMPI, and now they can just reset like usual here. Apologize, I missed that. Forgot to go back to the main camera. Here's Gilbert Jean Mendez. McMichael fouled. Now he'll go to the line. With 11.8 seconds, and this is the guy they want. 86%. He's first in the conference in free throw percentage. I'll be trying to gut another one out here today. And he misses the first, though. So there's the broadcaster's jinx for you. Needs this one. Needs this one to make it a 2-possession game. And he's got it. Big one. Timeout called by UMPI. Dan Kane takes a full timeout. And that makes it a 2-possession game, so it's a much tougher task for Johnson. If you're UMPI here, let him shoot, but definitely do not foul. And Johnson's going to look for a quick three. About 8. As Johnson trailing by 4, they've weaseled their way back in, but UMPI coming up with some timely free throw shooting. They did it yesterday as well, and they needed that one from Aki McMichael. Missed the first, but made the second to make it a 2-possession game. So now it'll take a couple of buckets here for Johnson to come back and tie this. They get it into Carter. It's the guy they want with the ball, and now it's Baker up ahead. It's stolen by McMichael with 4 seconds. That is going to do it. The Owls hang on for another victory. Aki McMichael steps in and steals it away, solidifying the victory. And what a job by the Owls, grinding out another one. They win by 4. As go down through some scoring for Johnson, Raymond Baca had 23 to lead them. Matthew Carter had 17. Jordan Baker had 12. And then UMPI was led by McMichael with 21. Carswell and Gene Mendez each with 15. Williams had 12, along with many other scorers as well. But the Owls do it again. They close out another one and improve to 14-3 on the season and 6-1 in conference play. Johnson will drop to 4-14 and 1-6 in conference play. Thank you for joining us here today at UMPI Athletics. It was a good couple of games of basketball. That's going to do it.